Hello, beautiful Virgos. I want to start my reading off. I want to start my intro off with just saying, I want you to know how beautiful and needed you are in this world, okay? If nobody's told you that you're beautiful and that you're needed, and I appreciate you because I know I know a few Virgos and all of them have always went above and beyond, especially when it comes to their style of service, okay? So I want you to know that I recognize that. Next, I'm going to say take a second and like the video. help out a homegirl, small channel here. Um, but now we're going to get into your twin flame reading. So we're going to see where you are in the 5D, in the chakra space, and in the 3D. I'm going to do two different spreads, a divine masculine spread, a divine feminine spread. If you're a divine feminine, you're going to resonate with what's on the right. And if you're a divine masculine, you're going to resonate with what's on the left side. Okay. Then I'm going to close out with love messages, what the divine masculine wants to say, what the divine feminine wants to say, and then end off with a starseed oracle because twins are starseeds. Okay. If you don't know what a twin flame is, my twin flame coach, I took his course. I'm taking his revised course. It's Kurt Johnson, New World All-Star on this platform, YouTube. He's also on other platforms. And that's my coach. That's my teacher. I took his course when he had 3,000 students, and he's got over 6,000 students now. And if you have any questions, rather than me tell you about all of this, that's putting a label. Saying runner chaser, that's putting a label. Some twins never ever go through that. And a lot of the ones who do, they don't even, not everyone calls it a twin flame. They're just there. You know what I mean? Like they're not obsessed with this whole thing. So if you want to know more about it, you don't know more about it, you can go. That's where I got my information. So there's that. That way I don't have to waste a lot of time trying to explain it because it's a soul connection. It's one soul and two bodies, and trying to explain soul stuff with the physical brain, it's hard because a physical brain is based on duality where the soul is not duality. And I also want you to know that you are never in separation from your twin. Never. You might be in another physical body, having another physical experience, but your soul is always one and intact and perfect. It's the flesh, the human body, that can be in separation, but that doesn't have to be either. A lot of it has to do with just really understanding the connection. You don't have to, you don't got to be married to your twin. You don't got to have to do anything with your twin. You can hang out with them or you cannot. You are fine functioning as you are as a soul, doing what you need to do. And, anything else, go see Kurt Johnson, because I'm going to sit here too long. He helped me a lot in my life. He completely got me out of the addicted phase. And my twin flame, in the beginning, I was very addicted. So, God bless that man. I couldn't sleep some nights without listening to his videos. So let's see where you're at, Virgo, in your soul space with you and other you. All right. All right. I always do the divine masculine first. Spirit knows this, so I don't have to call out the shots here. Spirit knows how I do this reading. Remember your identity. You can do it. Well, what is your identity? If you're divine masculine, this is saying, remember who you are, divine masculine. Who are you? Are you a physical body? Are you your mind? Or are you a soul? Because your mind and your body die, along with every type of physical thing that you accumulate on this planet, unless you leave a legacy, a foundation, or something of that nature that can go on beyond you. But really, who are you? Be who you are. Take off the mask. If you're a divine masculine, that's what I would say. That's saying, remember who you are. Okay? And when you remember who you are, there's no person on the planet who can tell you otherwise. Sometimes doing the work of finding out who we are is very rough. All right, show me the feminine, divine feminine. You don't have to be the same sun sign as your twin either. Sometimes people think you have to be the exact same sign. No. No, you do not. All right. On the Divine Feminine side, Holy Grail code, receive the gift. So for the Divine Feminine here, they've received the gift, and it's a very holy gift here, the Holy Grail code. You know, a lot of twins are come here with DNA codes. Some are grid keepers, people who just, they feel guided to go to some place anywhere. It could be local, on the planet, and they really don't have any other reason. They just kind of want to go there. Some may be forced by work or whatever, who travel a lot. But this is all to, help the planet. Okay. And a lot of the ocean animals are grid keepers, whales, big time. And that's why they go. They go to different points, and they just want to be. They'll just be there, not necessarily doing anything, just being. And we are human beings. We're not human doings, right? We're human beings. We are meant to be. Let's see where you guys are at in your chakral space. Where's the Divine Masculine in the chakral space? Crown chakra. Third eye, cracking open, infinite. The divine connection is the bridge waiting to be crossed, okay? So on the Divine Masculine side, the sacral crown chakra is what is opening here. Not sacral. Why did I say sacral? That would be interesting if I come up with sacral for the feminine. Crown chakra opening up for the Divine Masculine. That is the third eye. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, golden abundance of the universe is opening to you. All right. This is the sacral chakra. So I did pick up on that. It's the golden goddess. Okay. There is a divine feminine here who is very gifted here. And just to clarify something, I made a mistake here. This crown chakra is right above the third eye. It's actually right above, it's the top, it's consciousness. Okay. So this is Divine Masculine, remembering who they are. Okay. Consciousness. Now I understand what this is also. Look, consciousness. Who are you? Your consciousness. It's kind of like when, the Bible talks about the flesh is weak. Well, consciousness is the observer of the weak flesh, or whatever the flesh does. We are here to witness, we observe. We don't necessarily have control over the physical body because the physical body is weak. Let's see where the Divine Masculine is in the physical space, the 3D. Where is Divine Masculine in the 3D? Where's Divine Masculine in the 3D? Okay. Let me move these decks right here, so I can have space right now. All right, Divine Masculine is showing up on Divine Masculine side. Reinvention. Divine Masculine might be reinventing themselves right now, having a new focus, a new direction, changing something in their life, reinventing themselves because they're more in a state of consciousness, remembering who they are, okay? Shadow work. Divine Masculine is also doing shadow work here. And then what came out that we don't see is they're raising the vibration and possibly leaving a soulmate with the soulmate card in reverse. All right. So Divine Masculine space here is raising their vibration, and possibly it's because there's a feminine here who has raised their vibration so much, because as the Divine Feminine ascends, the Divine Masculine ascends. Now, we don't need to put a gender to this. It's energy, it's yin and yang. It has nothing to do with procreation. It has nothing to do with you know, sexual organs or any of that. It has to do with energy, because it's the body that procreates here on earth. The soul doesn't do that, okay? So this is yin and yang energy. We're going to get into, let me see here. I don't know why, but I'm having some interruptions with my reading. And it's very interesting. It's almost as if somebody doesn't want me to read for you. All right. Show me the divine feminine physical space. Yeah, you're the only one I've gotten this type of distraction with. This one, and I think Aquarius. It was hard for me to do Aquarius video, twin flame video. All right, victim. All right, we have victim. We have stuck. The stuck is in reverse. And two things we don't see here. Okay, lessons and vibrations. Okay, so this is a divine feminine here who is raising the vibrations. Okay, learning lessons. So I would say the divine feminine has been learning lessons here of feeling like they were a victim, or realizing that, you know, they're not a victim, coming out of it. You know, it's awakening. When we awaken, we are transcending that energy, that vibration from feeling, right? The mind thinking, the mind tells us that we are a victim, or we are this, or we are that. And it's transcending beyond that, realizing you're really here having a human experience. You're a soul having a human experience. It's like getting on a roller coaster and getting strapped into the ride, and you cannot get off that ride until it finishes, the ride being your life. You, as the observer, are witnessing a lot of things, and maybe you're taking a look at what victimhood represents and how does it unfold in your life. I've noticed that when we have a sort of victim mentality, we often get victimized because we're putting that energy out there. I'm a victim. Well, then you're always going to find a predator to victimize you, right? Maybe that's a lesson that a divine feminine is learning here, and realizing that her gifts go beyond, they transcend being a victim or a predator. That's duality. Unity, consciousness transcends all that. You realize you're one with everything, with everyone, in every creation. You're just part of it. You're part of that energy. We have a divine feminine who's realizing that they don't have to be stuck in victim mentality. And because of that, we have a vibration healing. It came out in reverse because it's in process for me. It's in process. Now let's get on to the tarot. All right. For Divine Masculine, give me 10 cards. Give me 10 cards for Divine Masculine. Give me 10 cards for Divine Masculine. I told you there's interruptions. Look at that. Let me see how many cards I have here. This may be the story. Devil reverse on the bottom of the deck. This is relevant because there's a Divine Masculine who's leaving a karmic soulmate. Very relevant here. This is the story. King of Pentacles. This is your energy. Okay. This is Virgo energy. But now, are you a Divine Masculine Virgo, Divine Feminine Virgo? I don't know. But on the Divine Masculine side, this is Earth energy. But it's also a person who doesn't want to be in some sort of commitment anymore because possibly there's no stability there. All right. It's reverse. It's literally Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Someone doesn't want to be in a relationship here. I mean, this is very simple. On the Divine Masculine side, somebody is done in a karmic relationship. A soulmate is not a twin flame. A twin flame is your soul in another body. A soulmate is another soul completely. The Magician, more Virgo energy. This is Virgo Gemini energy. It's major arcana, as is the devil here, the major arcana. All right. And it might be you, Virgo, who is the driving force behind this. Okay. If you're divine masculine, this is the driving force of saying, I don't want this for whatever reason. I don't know. Okay. It's not showing that. Possibly because of a betrayal. This Ten of Swords. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put my hands too much in the camera. I was cutting roses and I got a big rose thorn in my thumb, so it's kind of ugly. But I washed my hands too much to wear a band-aid. So anyway, it's about a betrayal here. So somebody, a divine masculine, is deciding to move on, possibly after a very bad betrayal here with this Ten of Swords. It's getting all 10 swords in the back. And it's making a masculine think, I don't want to be in this situation no more because I'm getting betrayed, right? Ace of Cups reverse. Some of it may literally be because, the love went bad. Some it could be because of a baby. That Ace of Cups can be a baby. We don't know what it is just yet, but it is. This is what is on Divine Masculine's mind. Divine Masculine is saying, I don't want this relationship anymore because I was betrayed in love. Whatever this Ace of Cups represents in love, that's where the betrayal is. Nine of Cups reverse. Somebody was too indulgent here. Someone was too indulgent. And this can also be in the near future. Keep in mind, I'm just going to try to read this like a storybook because all these cards just fell out. But this is the story. And there's going to be more than 10 cards. So I'm not going to read it necessarily to the T. Also, I don't like reading tarot with rules. I like to go with the flow. I like to go with the story. I don't like a lot of positions because for me, positions is control. And I don't want to control this. I want the message to come from the divine the way intended. So kind of going to read it like a book. But this is where we're at. There's a betrayal in love in a relationship here. Maybe somebody, like a Jerry Springer episode. Oh, I got drunk, and, this happened. I didn't mean for it to happen. But when we think about getting drunk, it's like there's something that caused that. It's not normal. People don't normally go out and have a good time and get drunk and see getting drunk as a good time or getting high is a good time, because often you don't remember the good time. So how people associate overindulgence with having a good time, I'll never understand, because you often look back and don't even remember the memories because you were too obliterated or out of your mind to remember what you did in the first place. So how is that having a good time, and how is that creating a good memory is what I would say. Anyway, moving on, the World ending. And this is another major arcana here. It's another major arcana, and it stands for the 4 fixed signs: Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. But there's an ending. Could be with one of those signs. Does not necessarily have to be, though. This is you. This is Virgo, another major arcana. This is you taking a good hard look. If you're on the divine masculine side, because I don't know if you're feminine or masculine, but this is you taking a good hard look if you're the divine masculine and saying, this is really looking at things honestly. This is thinking about things. This is going off by yourself and just doing a lot of thinking, alone time. And I see all that here. I see a lot of alone time and just really trying to think here about this whole situation, right? Nine of Wands, strong player energy on the divine masculine side. It does seem like a divine masculine here was betrayed in love. Possibly there was a third party on the divine masculine side. The karmic, the devil here in reverse, the soulmate that's out. There was a betrayal, and it looks like it had a lot to do with having another lover. Possibly a relationship, possibly a baby could have come out of this, or I don't know. This is what is on the divine masculine's mind, okay? Page of Swords. This is also about finding out something, okay? Spying to find out something. However, a person can spy to find out something, but this is by definitely finding out something. When the Page of Swords is in the upright, it's almost like investigating, learning something because of you're investigating or looking into things. But when it's reversed for me, it's almost about obsessive spying or literally finding out something because of an investigation, because we spied, we found out something, and it could be about this third party here. Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups, it has a lot to do with children. It has a lot to do with the past. It has a lot to do with soul ties, okay, and soulmates and things. So in this case, I feel they could have found out betrayal, possibly involving children or child or something of that nature. Four of Swords and the reverse, okay. This Four of Swords is generally a person who is resting, not speaking. It can be considered ghosting. It can be considered, like I said, just resting. This person, this is a different Four of Swords for me. Usually there's one person in the Four of Swords, but it came out in reverse. And, hopefully this spying, hopefully nobody came home and found anybody. I don't know. But this Four of Swords in the reverse, for me, is also about movement. It's also about coming out of silence with this Virgo energy here. It's about coming out of silence as well for me. Taking some action after a rest. Now there's three aces, and they're all reversed on the Divine Masculine side. This is Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, someone could have had an affair here, and it was found out about, because this Ace of Wands could be like just a fling, and something could have came out of that fling, possibly a child here. And then Seven of Cups. Last two cards, Seven of Cups and King of Wands. Okay, yeah, somebody found out about a third party. Divine Masculine found out about a third party, found out that they was an option, found out that somebody had other choices and options, all right? And this is why Divine Masculines decided to move on. Regardless if it came because somebody was drinking or high or whatever, this doesn't sit well with Divine Masculine, period. All right, let's move on to Divine Feminine's energy. Let's move on to Divine Feminine's energy. Show me Divine Feminine. Show me Divine Feminine. Virgo, Divine Feminine. So if you're Virgo, Divine Masculine, this is your reading, this side. If you're Virgo, Divine Feminine, this is it right here. But this can also represent your twin. So just, if it fits, if it doesn't, it doesn't matter. This is just tarot, all right? It's just tarot. It's not factual. It's not anything. It's just tarot. It's just reading energy. Blockages on the feminine side as well here. I'm hearing the Divine Feminine cutoff game is good. All right, so Divine Feminine energy here, first card out. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Now this is also Virgo energy. Okay, this Knight of Pentacles. It comes in as a younger person. It also comes in as somebody who gets to the end of the line. They make it through the whole race. Compared to all the other knights, this Knight of Pentacles makes it, even if it takes forever. Imagine the Knight of Pentacles, the story about the turtle and the hare, okay? Everybody thought the hare would win because it was faster, but actually it did get there and it fell asleep because it knew the turtle would take forever. But the turtle came in and won because it finished the race. So never underestimate this card, even if it takes forever. So if you're Divine Feminine, never underestimate yourself, and always take time to think and reflect. And I think that's what's here. There's a Divine Feminine Virgo who is recognizing and learning lessons about being stuck, about how being in the victim mindset has kept them stuck in a lot of ways and have kept them from lifting their vibrations, okay? Nine of Wands, again, this is more of that player energy, all right? It's also about trying other things. So you could have been looking at something as, maybe something went on for a while when it had to do with you know with that energy. But I'm just being told here, this is also related to the victim. So this is you as a wounded warrior. That's what I'm getting right here. Maybe some of you are thinking about how much time you've wasted being in that sort of mentality as well. And that it's time to try something new, because the Nine of Wands can be trying something new. It's not always a player, because when I see victim, this is the wounded warrior. And this is a Virgo sitting here looking at it like, wow, this has kept me stuck. This has kept me stuck. It's kept me from healing. It's kept me from my vibration rising. And this is really looking at it and saying, it's time to try something new, because this whole victim mentality just isn't working for me. It's kept me stuck. And this is sort of making peace with that, making peace with what happened. Five of Swords. It's like I say in other videos that I've done. I don't know if you've watched them or not. I can't remember what videos I've said them in, but in my own journey, it helped me to heal when I realized the people who hurt me, the people who abused me, the people who cheated on me or ghosted me or whatever, it doesn't matter, that they were also hurt, abused, ghosted, mistreated. It was something they learned in the Matrix. And for me, I put a child's face to my abusers, the people who hurt me and everything else, because it helped me to realize they were once a kid. We don't come into this life wanting to do wrong. We learn this behavior somewhere, and it's usually from our parents or whoever we see as we're growing up. Doesn't always have to be parents. But this is someone making peace with the past about what has happened. This is a divine feminine Virgo making peace with the past, looking at how it's kept them stuck, looking at how it's kept them from healing and growing. But this is also an energy of saying, I don't have to be that. I don't have to be stuck. Okay? This could also be someone saying, look, I'm healed. I'm not broken. I see the lesson here. I see the lesson here. Then we have the King of Cups in reverse. This is water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. All right. This also might be looking at somebody who is a lost love, someone that you had a lot of love for, maybe someone who had a lot of love for you. This is also taking a look back and looking at this and the past energy, and just looking at how also it was kind of painful, but it's also making peace with that. It's making a lot of peace with that. We have the Three of Swords, but this Three of Swords, it has like I don't know, I want to call it a dove because that's what comes to mind, but this is making peace with the pain, because look at this Three of Swords. This Three of Swords isn't as painful as most of them. This is like saying, I acknowledge. You see how this is pinned here? This is somebody looking and saying, I realize how being a victim has kept me stuck. Victim mentality has kept me very stuck, but I don't have to be in that no more. She can just reach and pull those swords out. Look, this bird isn't even alive anymore. So this is definitely a deep wound that is not even inactive. It's just someone hasn't let it go inside. But that's what's on the divine feminine Virgo's mind, is just releasing it, just letting it go, making peace with the past, with everything here. A very good energy, and I saw it here. And because of that, these gifts are being unlocked, and there's a lot of sacral energy here in the divine feminine's energy, and it's affection, it's emotions, it's optimism, and that's what's coming about from all this healing. We got the Six of Cups in reverse. This isn't a near future position, but this is also just, it's a very nostalgic feeling. All right, it's somebody missing the other person's energy here. Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's in the self position. I think some of you, I'll clarify that particular card. I think some of you are just not happy, or you're just, not that you're not happy, but you're just releasing some of these emotions. It could be from like a childhood with the Ten of Cups. It can be your happiness, your emotional state, but it's in the reverse. So, you know, this whole reading on Divine Feminine side is taking a look at how much time has been wasted on being in an unhappy, stuck environment, not healing. And it's all because of this being victimized here. So I really feel strongly this Ten of Cups reverse and the self position on the Divine Feminine side is saying, I let all of these things affect my happiness, but why? But why? Why did I let it affect my happiness? Because I was a victim. Victim mentality over here kept me stuck, kept me unhealed. The environment is the world, okay? The world. And this is what you don't see coming. Came out over here on the Divine Masculine side. It is Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. But it's in the reverse. It's in the environment. So there's something here that's not over between you and another person. Quite possibly this person who's ending things, okay? Two of Pentacles reverse. Could be a tough, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about a choice, a decision. This becomes, do I want to be in a couple when I see these two? They came out reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. They're both in the reverse. This is making a decision here, weighing the pros and the cons. Do I want to be Do I want to be in a couple, or do I want to be single? For me, the Nine of Pentacles is single. It's also, it can be pre-Empress energy, but for me, I'm looking at it. Somebody saying here, do I really want this? Do I want to be in a relationship, or do I want to be single? But right now, the energy is showing wanting to be in a relationship, not wanting to be single. The Star. Some of you might have Aquarius in your chart, okay? But this is also for me saying that regardless, you're going after what your wish fulfillment is. And I want to show you something here. Where did that, the heart, the broken heart. It's the same bird over here. It looks fake and old over here, but this is somebody saying, look, I'm always going to remember the pain, right? The pain is here. The pain, I'm going to remember it. I can't forget somebody abused me. I can't forget somebody victimized me. I can't forget it, but I can heal, and I can still be my divine loving self and give to mankind. This is beautiful energy. I can still make my wishes and my dreams come true. This pain might be deep, it might be in the past, and you know what? It's always going to be there, but it's not going to stop me from being the person that I want to be in life. And it's not going to stop me from being healed, because that Star card in the upright can be a healed person. And with Judgment here on the bottom, it's like you're following divine guidance more with this bird. A lot of you Virgos are getting messages here, especially if you're in the Divine Feminine energy. You're getting messages from a higher order. Follow them. It's not your mind playing tricks on you. Follow them. Get in tune. If you got to go meditate. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Six of Wands. Yeah. You want the Ten of Cups. Okay, you do want it. But you're not. This is the thing. When it comes to another person or a situation, or even if you're just single and thinking about it, there's a part of you who wants this total happiness and fulfillment. But there's also a part of you who's thinking, the two people, it's actually three people are on the stage here. And usually the Six of Wands, it's six people, but usually it's one person on a horse. But we have here, it's almost like a platform, three people on a platform. Some of you are wondering, possibly if anybody here was like an entertainer or in the sort of the public eye or spotlight, some of you are wondering, you know, would it be a victory? Would it be successful? Because like I said, in this Six of Wands, there's three people. And it's usually one person getting acknowledgement, but I have three people here. But here with the Divine Feminine, this is that bird. The Divine Feminine keeps showing up. I would just say, as long as you're following your divine purpose, you're going within, talking to Source, which I call God, you're always going to be in alignment. If you operate from love, you're going to be in alignment. If you operate from fear, nothing will work out. We're not meant to operate and make every decision based on fear. Look at all the mistakes mankind has made based on fear. When we make our choices from love, everything grows from love. Nothing grows from fear. Page of Wands, reverse. So someone's here worried. A Divine Feminine is worried. If this other person is still seeking attention from others, this person that made them so happy. You know, that's what it, but if it's this Divine Masculine over here, that seems to be over. Okay. It seems to be over. If you know your twin sign, you can always go look up their sign or their reading. But it's been my experience that the Holy Spirit is just so much smarter than we are, okay? And a lot of people will question, sometimes even people question my readings, well, how can this be the Divine Masculine side and this be the Divine Feminine side, and how can it both be Virgo or be a twin who is not the same sign as Virgo? Because Holy Spirit's smarter than you and me and all of us here. That's how. They are so intelligent, they can put multiple meanings. And there's many times I'll get multiple meanings from the same card and multiple situations. They are able to do that. Okay, because they're in a place of consciousness, they're in a place of knowing where we are not. We can be in a space of consciousness, but doesn't mean we know particularly everything. Unless you're traveling to your Akashic records every day, seeing how things are going to unfold, they already have access to that. All right, they have access to your frequency. They can scan your frequency and tell right where you are. But I can see for Divine Feminine, this is about healing. This is about getting out of victimhood. And for a Divine Masculine, this is about leaving a cheating karmic who really betrayed them, to sum it up. Now we're going to see, what does Divine Masculine want to say? What does Divine Feminine want to say? Divine Masculine, you make me want to be a better person. Soulmate reverse. It got soulmate twice in reverse. They're definitely ending something with a soulmate karmic tie, and there's a betrayal involved here. Divine Feminine wants to say, I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all of the things going on in my life. So this, Virgos commonly are accused of overdoing, okay? Remember, Virgo, don't worry about do, because do ends up being do. All right, be first, because it's not until you can be that you know what you need to do, right? Somebody pulled away because they had too much going on, too much work, too much this, too much family life, too much whatever. And that's where someone's at. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship. I don't know if they're entertaining other people. I don't know if they're still, I don't want to say the word spirit staying, but I don't know if they're still an attention seeker. Like, they have to always have attention. And I was pretending to be someone else. So this is a Divine Feminine who is probably trying to be the person they thought their twin wanted. But just know you're never separate from your twin. You're never. Your soul is always connected. You can't cord cut. You can't slice the soul in half. It's just you and another body having another experience. It's just multitasking. That's it. Just have kindness and compassion. They have stuff to clear up. You got stuff to clear up in the physical sense. But your soul is beautiful and whole and was never, ever separated. I have a lot of Divine Feminines who contact me, and they always, they talk a lot about the karmic. The karmic is this, the karmic is that, the karmic is doing spell work, or the karmic is very young or very beautiful, or this, that, and the other. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter. It's you in another body having another experience. So look at it as you are with someone who is this karmic doing all this. That is you. That is your energy experiencing it. It's just in a whole nother body. That's it. And when you can look at it like that, there should be no jealousy. There should be no fear. There should be understanding. Understanding for your other self. Understanding, wow, they're really going through something right now. And I wish that, I could help them. If they reach out, you can be supportive. You can be. But you don't have to. Remember, you do not have to be together in the way that everyone thinks. That's the matrix. You got to be in this traditional thing, and go all out. That's the matrix. That's the conditioning. And a lot of times people who approach a lot of these traditional relationships, they fail. They fail because there's so many rules, and when there's rules, there's no flow. Rules equal control. They don't equal divine flow. We're going to close out with Starseed Oracle for Divine Masculine, Starseed Oracle for Divine Feminine. We have here the blue flame. Quite literally, like Christina Lopes has explained, she had a vision. I think she had a meditation or a prayer to God about show her what the twin flame is. And she said she saw a violet flame dividing into two, and then I think descending to the earth. Don't quote me on that. You can look up Christina Lopes on here. Because not everyone calls it a twin flame. Matter of fact, don't call it a twin flame. Don't label it. Don't label this at all. It's just energy, and it's your energy. Divine Masculine says, wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. Now this came out in the pre-shuffle, and that would mean don't control it. If you have a premonition, a dream, something or other about your twin, don't. That's doing, not being. Don't not do. The universe makes it happen. And this is a perfect example. The universe is in charge. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth study, higher learning. They're learning some very karmic lessons here on the Divine Masculine side. Very karmic lesson. And it's a tough one. Fall into my arms. This also came out. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Okay. This is very much, what I was explaining about. Just allow love to flow to you and from you. Just be love. Just be flow. There was somebody, who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're always in unity. You're always with your soul. Never ever think that you're not. Never ever get jealous of who they are completing karmic ties and cycles with, because it's you completing it. It's you completing it. You're just in another body. On your side, Divine Feminine, you got the love. All right? Codependency boundaries. Some of you, like I said, are just realizing maybe you ended up in codependent relationships because you were victimized. You didn't want to be alone. Whatever it was, it doesn't matter. But you're the one with the love. And you're seeing that now. Love is total freedom here, because love unlocks you. Love does not ever bind you. Love doesn't control you. That's the matrix. The matrix controls you. Love is free. Love is not conditional. If you're ever in a relationship based on conditions, you're not in a true loving relationship. A true loving relationship supports, doesn't break down. Called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. And that's what you're realizing, Divine Feminine. You're in your power here. And like I said, with this Nine of Pentacles, it can be that pre-Empress energy. And this is very much divine goddess, Empress energy. This is recognizing your gifts and stepping into your power. And a lot of times it leads to our abundance as a Divine Feminine energy. So I love you guys, Virgo. And remember, you guys are great and special, and you're so needed. And I love you guys so much. Namaste.